Come out.
You better have a good reason to come out. Yeah, it's the season. Niggas gon' dumb out.
Baby,
with
what
my
up?
gun out, with my gun out.
Oh, yeah. Dumb out in the motherfucking building. What's good with it,
What's
Shabby?
going on, man? How's everything, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm feeling great, B.
Word. It's a good day to be alive, man. You know, blessed.
I'm feeling good, son. I got fucking bread in my pocket.
They
let
open
the
up the
barbershops
shops
open today.
They open up the shops today. Word.
Today, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's live at the barbershop. Yo, we got the great man in the motherfucking building.
Great one today.
Yo, Cash, what up?
Cass, what's good?
How with y'all, man? How y'all feeling, man?
We chilling, baby.
Thanks for having me, man.
Appreciate you, man. Yo, what's in that L? Some Reggie? I think I catch him off guard real quick. He said, nah, not no New York Knicks, B.
Imagine that, man. That shit went out in the 90s.
Yeah. Yo, remember when niggas was smoking that bullshit? You felt great, son. Now, when you think about the past, you like, damn, we was smoking.
What the hell was I doing? Yeah, exactly.
That shit is crazy.
Times change, man.
Yeah, times change, B.
That's one thing that changed for the better, though. The greater the weed.
Dead ass.
That's an all the way fact, son. Yo, remember when Hydro came out, son?
Yeah. And that
Changed
shit
the world.
shit that was like Hydro was called Calm Bud.
Yeah.
Like it used to get you less higher than regular weed, but it looked like dro.
Yeah. And a nigga would really like promote that shit like, yo, son, this shit is fire, nigga. And you like, nah, that shit's alright, son.
Shit came a long way, man.
Facts.
Word.
Shit, you came a long way, baby.
Word, man.
For sure.
Yo, when you start rapping, B?
I got my first record deal in '99. But I started rapping in the 4th grade. I don't remember exactly what year that was, but I was in the 4th grade. That's when I really started rapping. I was pretty much born into hip hop, though. My mom and my dad both rap.
Oh, what, Barn?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lit.
Before I was even born, they both rap. So I was born in the culture. They brought me up into hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I was born, I was listening to it. So as far back as I can remember, I always loved it. I used to play around with it, but I started going serious in like the 4th grade.
That's dope.
And when you caught that deal, what record was that really caught whoever, you know what I'm saying? That really just said, yo, you know what? I got to put this energy behind him. You remember the record?
It was a bidding war for me. I was a monster. So it was like, everybody wanted me. Anybody that heard about me, I mean, it was trying to get their hands on me at that time. So I was kind of like, you know what I mean? Like a #1 draft pick at that time.
Yeah.
So my old manager, TD, the negotiator, that's Swiss Beats Pop, his biological father. He came to Philly in a barbershop like this. One of the barbers was like, cool with me, used to cut my hair and knew that I was getting busy in the hood. So when TD came to the shop, he had a relationship with him. And when TD came to the shop and was like, yo, I'm down with Rough Riders and all of this, the barber Sharp told him about me, like, yo, some nigga in the hood, he get busy, man. So he called my phone, told me to come through the barbershop. When I go through the barbershop, I see some boy there talking about these Rough Riders. He got on a Rough Riders shirt, Rough Riders hat. He got little Rough Riders merchandise. But I ain't never seen him. You know, back then I was like kind of young. And if you wasn't DMX or like Jadakiss or somebody, it's like I ain't really know who you was. Like I ain't know all the behind the scene dudes and all that. But he asked me to rap for him. I rap for him. Next thing you know, he asked me to hear something else. I'm blacking out for like an hour. He never heard nothing like that in his life. So he was so impressed, got all my information. A couple days later, I'm in high school. He beat me. Well, my mom beat me and asked me, did I meet somebody named Terrence or whatever? And I ain't really remember his name too much, so I ain't really know what she was talking about. But she like, somebody from New York, Rough Riders. And I'm like, oh yeah, I met the boy in the barbershop. She like, oh, well, he called and said he wants you to come out of New York. So that's when I went out in New York, met his brothers, D&Y. They was the CEOs of Rough Riders. So
Okay.
that's when I got my first deal. I was like 16, turning 17. So when I was 17 years old, I signed my first record deal with Rough Riders. And that's how I really got in the industry and in the business and started building relationships and getting real mainstream outside of the city.
Okay. Yeah, you was super lit. I remember hearing you on the like the mixtapes and shit like that. I'm like, yo, this dude's bars is like, you know how when you hear somebody rap and they be like, boom, 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 like your shit was just, nigga, your shit was super aggressive, my nigga.
Yeah.
And you had to pull it back like 2 or 3 times. Just
Word.
So, yeah. Did
The
that
fuck
nigga
he
just say
say?
that?
The fuck he
Word.
just say? I was like, yo, this dude is an animal.
That's the type of rap I always wanted to be. Like I told you, I started rapping since birth. Well, really in love with the culture since birth and started rapping in the 4th grade. So when I started rapping in the 4th grade, I ain't have no kids. I ain't have no bills. I ain't had no responsibilities. I ain't have a driver's license. I ain't have none of that. So I wasn't trying to rap to get jury or, you know what I'm saying, get
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
girls. Like all of the girls that was pretty in my school, I already had them. Like, you know what I
Mm,
mean? I ain't feel like I needed to get nothing else.
mm-hmm.
So I wanted the rap to be the best. I just like how I was impressing people with words and how people was going crazy or something that I thought about and wrote down. So I
Okay.
always told myself I wanted the rap to be the best. I wanted the rap to be the best. And that's why I was aggressive, so competitive on them beats. That's why I always took that approach because that's the reason why I wanted to do it. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of other dudes just want to do it for a bag. So they might not take that aggressive, competitive approach because that's not what they in it for. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, because at the end of the day, this shit is a competition, man.
That's a
This
fact.
rap shit, like you gotta go hard. With anything in the music, it's like you want to put your best in and be the best. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I hear where you coming from with that. Definitely hear where you coming from with that. Word.
But it's a difference in being the best in as far as the culture go and being the best in what they consider the business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Business people control the business. So you might seem like you're doing the best in the business, but might not necessarily be the best as far as the science
Mm.
and culture.
Okay.
I want to be the best lyrically as far as the science. I don't want to be the best like as far as necessarily record sales or awards or things like that. That's beyond my control. I'm talking about with the science, with just putting raps together. I just want to be considered to be the nicest.
Mm.
Even the people that are number one on the billboards or the dudes that is the biggest in the world in the business side, even look at me as being the best. And that's how I always wanted it.
So if you be like, all right, who who you look up to?
Uh, I don't necessarily look up to people per se, but I do got a lot of inspirations,
Okay.
even outside of rap. Like
Uh-huh.
a lot of R&B inspirations. Like
Mm-hmm.
one of my first managers was William Hart, the lead singer of the Delphonics. Delphonics, a legendary singing group from
Yeah,
Philly.
yeah.
They got songs like la 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 la.
Love
I
you.
love you.
I love
Yeah,
you.
It's three niggas on this line. Don't
That's that shit though, my nigga.
don't none
That's
of us
that
sing,
shit.
son. We fucked
that
that
work.
nigga record up.
But he wrote those records and a lot of other records for a lot of other groups. So he taught me a lot about the business. I got to learn about it earlier in my career. So that was a
Uh-huh.
blessing.
Yo, that's super dope, son. Cause the Delphonics be, I remember like listening to them niggas records and I didn't even know they was from Philly, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
That's super lit. Yo, you got some fucking history there, son.
And I got over 20 years in, man. So been doing it for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
Yo, when you did that R. Kelly joint, how did that transpire? Did he reach out to you? Because it was certain people like when you go back to that time that you be like, yo, I gotta get this dude on the record. Like, like the Keith Murrays and the you know what I'm
Um,
saying? And you
when
was
I
one
work
of them dudes.
when I work with R. Kelly, I ain't have no music out. I ain't drop an album yet. I ain't have any singles out yet. I ain't have any real music out. Only just like mixtapes, street stuff I was doing. But I had a deal with J Records.
Okay.
Bob Davis, Charles Goldstuck, and all of them dudes. So I had a nice little budget. And they was trying to put together a mean project for me. So they was thinking about who could be a good feature on like one of my first singles or one of the singles that I was going to use. So the A&R at the time that I was down with and Swiss put it together. They thought it'd be a great idea for me to work with R. Kelly. At this time, I was already a fan. Like me and my older brother used to ride around playing R. Kelly in the wheel all through Philly. Like, you know what I mean? It was that work back in the day, and he didn't do nothing but make hits. So I wasn't opposed of it. I'm like, yo, that'd be a good look. So we flew out to Chicago, went to R. Kelly's studio. I got a chance to meet him, played him some of my records, and then we let him know the idea that we had for Hotel. And he a genius. He just went in the booth and started going crazy, man.
Genius, bro. That nigga's a genius, bro.
That's crazy.
He's fucking weird with whatever he was doing.
I mean, we already had the idea of the song, like the title and the direction that we wanted to go. But we ain't really have no melodies or nothing really. And we let him know the idea and the direction that we wanted to go, and then he just went in the booth and went crazy. He actually did a lot of different choruses. Just the one that we used on Hotel was the one that we decided to use. But he laid a lot of different choruses and a lot of different bridges and a lot of different things we had the opportunity to touch on. Like we did a Hotel remix. I did a remix of Hotel too. And it was a different chorus and different singing and all of that. But people would think we had to do another session to do the remix, but he did all of those choruses the first time. Like he was so nice, he just laid a bunch of stuff, so we had enough to use for the remix from the first session.
Super lit. Did you learn anything from that dude? Because I know, like, you know, you work with artists, man, and they doing they ones and twos.
Like a sponge, man. Like I love the culture, so I like to feed off positive energy people that's doing good things. So I'm pretty sure I did learn something. I mean, just being in the studio with him, seeing how beats was playing, seeing how he was just coming up the melodies to the beat right away, even if he was going to use it or not. His work ethic, just the way he just attacked melodies, I just learned a lot. You know what I mean? Because I'm a bar focused boy. I really focus on bars and figurative language, and at that time I was super young. So this before I even made all of the transitions I made up until this point. So at that time I just was strictly bars, but he was like a musical dude. So that was how I was able to elevate and become a musical dude like I am now. There's no beat per minute, no melody. I write R&B songs. I do all different. I produce. I do everything now. But at that time, I wasn't in that bag. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure just being in that energy made me be able to become the person I am. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That could be part of it. I don't know if it was 0.1%, 1%, or what, how much of a percentage it was, but I'm sure it played some type of part.
Yeah. Cause that dude was super lit, son. I remember listening to that dude like, yo, how the fuck this dude come up with this shit? You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like hit after hit after hit after hit, and you like, yo, is this shit gonna stop? And he just keep going. Like you got like a big record with him, B.
That shit was huge. Word. That was one of his top ones. You know.
Word. That's a fact.
That's fire.
Dope. Definitely get busy when it come to that pen, man. And writing them concepts and all that. For sure.
Yo, let's talk about this battle rap shit, B. What made you get into that? Because you always had that energy, but it's like when you do it, that shit is like straight movie. You know what I'm saying? I be like, yo, this nigga Cassidy, son. I gotta see this shit.
I started off my career battling from like 1995 to 2001. Okay. That's all I used to do. You know what I'm saying? Every day. never missed a day, like just battling all of the time. But once I got my record deal, I got a record deal with 9-9. Then I signed the Rough Riders, and then I re-signed to G Records. I got out of the Rough Riders deal and got another deal with G Records. And my production company was Full Surface with Swiss Beats. So once I got that budget opened up, it was no need for me to battle no more. Okay. So I told the battle community I wasn't coming back until I got $250,000 or more. You know what I mean? At that time, they thought it was impossible for battle rap to generate that amount of money. They thought I just ain't want to do it no more. But I believed in it, and I knew how big it could get, and I knew the energy that it had. So I knew that it was going to grow. And once it grew big enough and the leagues got big enough budgets to bring me back, and they offered me the right amount of money, I came back. So I came back about 5-6 years ago and battled Disaster. So I took like a 15-year break though, and then came back 6 years ago, battled Disaster. And after that, I had 2 more battles with the URL, Goods and Arsenal. So I had 3 recent battles. Like in the last 6 years, I had like 3 recent battles. But I took 15 years off before that.
Yeah. Yo, I ain't gonna front. That shit gotta be hard, bro, because to remember all of that shit, like, as the crowd, oh, and then you gotta go back. Like, I be like, yo, how the fuck they do that shit? How many times are you kicking these raps?
Memorizing raps is easy for me. I've been doing it for so long. Even when I was a kid and I first started, I could just remember a bunch of work. Like, that was always something I was good at. So that's not really difficult, but this new platform and this new way that they do battle rap, I'm not familiar with. It's like a new form that they developed and came up with after I stopped battling. You know what I mean? Like the old form of battling I used to do is not the same as they doing now. So it's slightly different.
Okay. So the way they do it now, does that like be like, all right, you gotta adapt to this shit, or you gonna be like, yo, I'm done with that?
Nah, I rule it, I control it. So even though they changed it since I've been gone, it don't necessarily mean they changed it for the better. Okay. It just changed. So that's what everybody used to. So when I come back, it might take a little bit of time for people to get used to the difference, the adjustment that I'm making. But it's for the better. So I knew it was a good look. I don't gotta adjust and do what they do. They gotta adjust and do what I do. Because what I do is the right thing to do. Like what they do is partially right. But what I do is the right thing. So I'm back so that they can adjust and get better. Not so I can adjust and do what they doing. Like, why would I do that? When they trying to do what I did 15 years ago, 20 years ago, they trying to imitate that energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm not back to do what they do. I'm back to, you know what I mean? Yeah, to teach and give inspiration and, you know what I mean, show that you could do this and be competitive in a different way. You don't got to ride the wave and do exactly what everybody else do, because that's where the industry went wrong. When everybody was unique and different and original, it was at its best point. But when everybody started doing the same thing, dressing alike, acting alike, like it's one big group, that's when it got like crazy. And battle rap used to be like that. Everybody was different, had their own voice, their own look, their own dress style, their own tone of voice, their own slang, their own shit. But now it's like, it's a lot of battle rappers that's similar. It's like you could barely even tell them apart. And it's like, that's what I'm back to show, that that's not good. It's one of the rules to the culture. Like, you got to be original and unique. Yeah. In the beginning, if you used to even sound slightly like somebody, the beginning of your song, people ain't even want to listen to you if you sound like somebody else that was already lit. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, that's what they looking for. It's like, if you don't sound like somebody that they already know, now they don't want to listen to you. And it's like, but that's not how the culture really feel. That's just how the business pushing it. You know what I'm saying? The people behind the business not really a part of the culture. The same people that started the culture is still alive and still present to this day. So that's going to always overpower and take over after a while. And that's why bars, originality, and uniqueness is always going to come back at 360. So for a period of time, it might be that other shit going on, but it's only gonna be a matter of time before that die out and the real come back.
Okay. Yo, we get a lot of motherfuckers on here, you know what I'm saying? And some dudes, they like the way they come up with they joints, it be mathematics. When you writing your joints, like how are you putting that cadence together?
It depends on what I'm writing. It's not the
Okay.
same formula for everything I write.
Mm-hmm.
I use different methods every time I write songs, but I use them all, man. I still got books. I still got pens and books, and I still write.
Mm-hmm.
But I done type stuff in my computer, type stuff in my phone. I done use no phone and no books, just put it in my head. I done freestyle verses. Every type of way that you could possibly do it, I done did it before.
Mm.
So I use like every method possible, just depending on how I feel.
Okay. Yo, going from the top of the head, you remember the hottest song that you be like, yo, I love that shit. That you freestyle?
For me,
Yeah.
nah, they like I fuck with them all for different reasons. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when I do different freestyles or different songs, I
Uh-huh.
be in different places in my life. I be going through different shit and feeling different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So I know where I was at when I make them songs and them freestyles. So I feel a special way about them. I
Mm-hmm.
don't really got like a favorite one. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's no like, this is my favorite or that's my favorite. You know what I'm saying? I like all of them shits. That's why I put them out and I do them. You know what I'm saying?
Super dope.
I don't play around with it. I don't half-ass none of the time. So everything that I do, I fuck with. Like I
Mm-hmm.
never put nothing out where it's like I don't like it. Like I won't even record it or even say it to nobody if I don't like it. By the time somebody hear it and I say that it's finished, it's gonna be what it is. Like,
Yeah.
and that's always with anything, whether it's a freestyle, a song, anything that got to do with music.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I give it up.
That's super dope, son. Cause hip hop is like a this shit is crazy, son. You remember your first joint that you bought with your own bread? Mine
Um,
was on Fat Boys. I used to love that record, son.
I
Word,
don't
Fat
know.
Boy.
I remember I bought my older brother, like 11 years older than me, pretty much raised me. But when his birthday came around, I bought him the brand Nubians Punk Jump Up and Get Beat Down tape. I remember I bought him that
Okay.
for his birthday and shit.
That
Or
shit was
Christmas
fire.
or something like that. But I ain't even buy it for myself. I bought it for him. I don't even remember the first record I bought for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Can't even remember. Like I probably was so young and just I don't know.
Yeah, that shit gotta be weird as fuck to be so young and be that talented in this kind of business. You doing I remember I seen some young dude come in a club and I'm like, yo, this is crazy because these chicks was on him. And I'm like, yo, that shit is weird as fuck, my nigga. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, hold on. Hold on. What the fuck is going on? Did you go through a lot of that?
I mean, that come with success. You know what I mean?
Groupie love, right?
People going crazy and all that. That's all that
Yeah.
matters. I mean, nowadays, even people that's like a little successful, like not even really real celebrities, but just got a slight success off of something could feel that feeling every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
Are you right?
So that's normal.
Yo, you remember your weirdest situation with a fan?
Nah, can't.
We had Lisa on here. She said she had a fan grab her head and was like, yo, I love you, and had her shit. And she was like, yo, let me go. She was like, yo, chick, let her go. And she had a patch her hair, son. I said,
Yeah.
yo, you see it right now. What would you do? I'll slap this shit out of her. How you
And
loving me? You hurting me.
Well, crazy man. Yo,
I don't know, man. But I think everybody that do stuff, whether it's love or hate, is even fans. So I remember some time I was in Connecticut and I was performing. I was doing one of my songs, and somebody threw a bottle on the stage, and the shit hit me in my eye. This was before my accident, and I had my real bruises from my accident, but I had it cut over my eye because a nigga threw a bottle, and it like hit me in my eye and shit. like had me like bleeding on stage. So even though he threw a bottle, you might look at it as a hater, but I think he was a fan too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That shit gotta be weird as fuck, son. Know what I mean? Because everybody knows your face, so you know a motherfucker beforehand. Yo, Cass, I got my homegirl in the building.
Bye.
All right, baby girl.
All right, see you later.
You all ready?
All right.
Yo, that shit gotta be weird, son. Do that shit make you feel funny sometime when you trying to be like private with your life and motherfuckers is coming up to you like, yo, I love you and take a picture. Know what I mean?
Nah, I like it. It goes to show that you're doing something right. Some celebrities go through that and get annoyed. Then they go to a point where they don't get that. Like they could be outside and be places and nobody going crazy. Nobody wants the autograph. People barely even recognize them. And that's when you're down and out. That's when you need to get back on your job. Like shit ain't going right for you if nobody not going crazy and they don't recognize you and they don't want.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it used to be autographs. Now it's pictures. Yeah, I mean snaps and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But regardless of the fact, people should be happy to see you. Like that show you that you're doing something good. That show that people is fanning out, and they only fan out for a certain reason. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people be annoyed, but I know that come with it. So I'm cool with it. I'll be happy. You know what I mean? I appreciate the love.
Super dope. Yo, we got DJ Shavi in the building, son.
Yo.
I say, yo, we doing Cash, son. He was like, yo, son, that nigga got some hits,
Nah, I
B.
got some shit out. Word. I grew up in, I was in high school when your shit was bumping, so I had a, different type of temperature with it. But what was your most memorable moment in hip hop? You know, I usually do like the history questions. Like, what's your most memorable time in hip hop for you? You know.
Man, that's a difficult question to ask me, man. I've been around too long and seen too much and really been inside of the industry with personal.
So you don't have one thing that you like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like just fucking shocked you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just nah, nothing?
I would have to say, I guess the last thing that happened, like this revolution that's going down now, you know what I'm saying? How all of the people is coming together to try to see change, to make laws change, to make things change, to make the world change. People starting to wake up, realize the truth, come together, not be separated and manipulated by so many things that was separating people in the past. So even though it's just a thing that's happening in the world, hip hop is included. People that's in hip hop is included and helping the revolution. So
absolutely.
I mean, I guess I had to say that's the biggest thing, you know what I'm saying, so far. I mean, there's a lot of big things that happen, but certain things happened so long ago that it might not feel as big as it did when it first happened, you know what I'm saying? But this is going on as we speak, so I guess that's why I feel big. And it's going down in history, like, I mean, like our descendants gonna hear about this forever. Books. Like this one moment that we living through. So
you can't hide from this one. Word.
It might be even bigger than anything else that happened in hip hop. Like this might be the biggest thing that happened since hip hop started. You know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely.
Yo, this whole shit, the way it went down, B. When I first saw that fucking cop do what he did to old boy, I was like, yo, this is not gonna go correctly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Gotta.
I felt the energy, son. Like, yo, son, this shit gotta stop, B.
Shit is sad.
And the whole world felt it. How you feel about this shit, son? You know what I'm saying? Like, inside of your heart, like, what comes to your head when you be like, yo, fuck is up with these police doing this sucker shit?
I mean, they've been that way since the police started, like, and I mean, they've been in that bag. It's just that with technology and the advancements that we making in the world, we able to capture it and see it now. You know what I mean? Before, it wasn't even able to get captured, and if it did get captured, it got captured by the media, so they was able to control what you was able to see. You know what I'm saying? But now not only will the media catch it, but just a bunch of regular people catching it on their phone and putting it up on social media and on a bunch of different
Facts.
platforms for the people to see.
You put a
So
hashtag on it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the big difference now. And I mean, a lot of people able to be aware. It was only lack of information that was causing it to be a problem before. And I mean, if people was more informed, things would have changed even earlier. But now people getting more informed, they realize what's going on. Now you're starting to see things change.
Yeah.
That's what all of the leaders wanted to do in the past. Look at Malcolm X, Dr. King. That's why they used to do the marches and things like that, like before social media and things like that. In order to bring the attention to the people that wasn't aware, you had to do the marches so that the news catch it and show people getting beat and sick by dogs, and you know what I mean, the people that wasn't aware of what we was going through would get aware then, and that's when they had come start marching with you and giving their helping hand. And you see, that's the same thing that's going on now. But now we don't just gotta rely on the news to show it or just marches. You know what I mean? There's a lot of other outlets and tactics that we could use nowadays, and that's why it's better. So I feel good about it. You see things changing as we speak. People waking up, people tired of it, and I don't think the fight never going to end until things do completely change for the better. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. I definitely think the pendulum is swinging in the right direction, because you put on social media, you see people in France, everywhere talking about Black Lives Matter, because through this technology now they see the, you know what I mean? They
And
they
look
not
at the
like, yo,
next
they was fronting. We wasn't fronting.
and look at the new generations that's coming up.
Uh-huh.
Like my youngest son, like when he was born, like Obama was already president. So it's
Mm,
like you come up like feeling like a black man could be at the top of the list.
yeah,
Like, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? It was
That's
while
dope.
other melanated people that owned businesses and was in power. He came up seeing his parents already accomplish wild things and traveled the world and already was successful and they melanated. So, you know what I mean? Just imagine like what he feel like he can accomplish. There's nothing in this world that he feel like he can't do. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And that's even more than me, my parents, my grandparents. Like, so with all of the next generation seeing this revolution and how people fighting for what they want. And
Wakanda
now they
movie.
got access to all of this.
That's a fact.
You know.
They got access to all of this technology and information is definitely going to be different. And the more generations that go past, the better and better it's going to get. So
Mm.
I'm excited about all of this that's happening.
That ass, me too.
I love this
It's like a
change.
cleansing, you know what I mean?
Word
Like it's
bond.
like a restart, refresh button.
Restart.
You
Word.
know,
I love that.
kind of.
Cause that's how it feels. To me, definitely. You know, I'm big on past. You know what I'm saying? My mom's was a Panther, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's fire.
And then she became a pastor. So you understand, like, when people helping and you get people's stories, you know what I'm saying?
No.
You start learning, like, yo, this world is big as hell, son. You know what I'm saying? But it's really small
But it
when you
is
talk
small,
about this
exactly.
racism.
I was about to say that shit is exactly.
Cause a motherfucker mind don't change if you go from here to there. It's still the same energy. Like, I don't like you because of your color. You know what I'm saying?
It's weird.
But it's definitely changing. Yo, let's talk about some hip hop, son. Motherfucking Cassidy on the line, B. Yo, you been doing this hip hop shit for a long time, B. When a nigga said, yo, Rakim is the best, or this nigga is the best, who's the dude that you be like, yo, son, I fucks with him?
I fuck with a lot of dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with a lot of legends. I just did a song called The Four Elements, shouting out a bunch of dudes that came before me that inspired me in certain ways.
Uh-huh.
But I never have an argument about one rapper being the best.
Uh-huh.
I studied the science and I don't feel like no one rapper was the best.
Uh-huh.
They all made mistakes. They all had flaws.
Mm-hmm.
They all could have got better, but the science was only at a certain level when the dudes that came before me was doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was only a certain level that they could take it to. And
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? So I respect a lot of dudes that came before me, but I don't look at one dude that came before me like, yo, he's the best, he's the GOAT, he's this person. Like, nah, I look at myself as the GOAT because I'm the one doing it now. Like all of them came before me. And after they came, I advanced the science and now I'm doing it on an advanced level. So I feel like nobody could do it better than me at this point. You know what I mean? Of course, there's going to be more GOATs after me. Later on, after I'm done, there's going to be more people that come down the line that's going to be able to advance the science even further. But at this point, nobody could do this rap shit like how I do it.
So in like, let's say like 50 years, a motherfucker say, yo, Cassidy was, what would that be? Finish that sentence.
Cassidy was?
Yeah, like like in like 50
the
years,
GOAT.
they be like,
Oh, the best that ever did it, the greatest, the master of the science, like bars himself. Like, that's what they're going to say. It's a lot of people even saying that now while I'm alive, and that's shocking because a lot of artists don't even get the respect and the love until after they pass away, or until after a lot of time passed for people to be able to understand. Okay. But I'm still alive, still active, still dropping music now, and a lot of people feel like that about me now. So I could just imagine how they're going to be in 50 years when they really understand all the things that I brought to the table, and you know what I mean? How I advanced the science.
Fire.
Yo, I love that, son, because Word Born is like, this shit is like an evolution game. So I know now you doing the production shit. So what inspired you to say, you know what? Let me start fucking with these beats, B.
I love music. I be writing and being creative all the time. And I got a lot of dope producers on my team, but I just like the freedom of being able to go to the machine and bang out whatever type of beat I feel at the time. And it's like new to me. Like I've been rapping for so long that it's hard to keep the hunger the same, like after all of this time passed. But with production, I'm kind of fresh at that. I'm new. I don't got as much time in. So just learning how to work the machines, how to adjust my sounds and my production style is just more, it's just interesting. It's just like, it's fun. It made me feel like a kid again. So that's why I wanted to jump in that bag. And I always got compliments. Like the first beat that I ever made an album. And it was a classic record. Like people still love it to this day. And that was the first beat I made. So even some of the biggest producers in the world, like the greatest producers of all time, if you hear about their beginning stages, they'll tell you that people didn't like their music or they had a hard time in the beginning, like when they first started making beats.
Okay.
But my very first beat made my album. You know what I'm saying? So I was getting compliments from the beginning.
You got motherfucking Cassidy on the line. You already know what it is, B. Live at the barbershop. Oh, yeah. Dumb out. So what you were saying, Cass? About the beats, it's all good. We lit. I was about to spark my L up when your shit start ringing. That shit said beep, beep, beep. I was like, oh, it's time to light up.
Yeah, he about to take care of business.
Nah, man.
You know, just chill.
Word. Trying to light up. Let me see that light, Shavi. Yeah, you was talking about that first beat that you did.
Where the fuck is the shit?
We still hear you.
Yeah, but
you looking for the beat, I think.
No, I'm looking.
Oh, my bad.
Nah, but let's go. What you were saying though?
Oh, about that track. I lit up my L, son. Well, you know what I'm saying? I saw you sparking out like, let me light my shit. Word. But we was talking about the that beat. You said that the first joint made an album. So a lot of producers, you know, they first tracks be didn't. Your shit was ready.
Ready to go.
Hold on, I think I lost this shit. Hold on.
All right, we good. Live at the barbershop. Y'all already know what it is. We got Cassidy on the line. This nigga about to play us a motherfucking joint. Let us know what it is. Motherfucking Philly King. Nah, I mean, live at the barbershop. Oh, yeah.
Yo, got one for you too.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's back.
I had fucking, my shit started ringing and I had lost y'all for a minute.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Shit, we were just talking shit
You
while
on a
you was
computer
gone.
right now?
Mm-hmm.
I lit up my L. I lit up my Reggie.
No, you ain't smoking no Reggies with me.
Nah, hell, yo. Yeah, niggas know what it is. Yo, Cass, what's good, baby? Let's talk about what you got in the future, B. What you working on right now, son?
I got a project about to drop on the 15th.
Uh-huh.
Not a whole project, but a record called Go Left. Got another record coming on the 22nd, called Lean on Me. Shooting a video for Lean on Me on Saturday, and I got a whole project called The Energy, coming real soon.
Okay.
It's already done. I already, wrapped it up. I'm already finished with it, so it'll be out any day now. That's the next project I'm about to drop. On my social media, I've been giving a little bit of, a little bit of samples up there, letting people know how I'm getting it in. And every day it's just been hit after hit after hit after hit.
Okay.
My work ethic is incredible. Nobody work harder than me. So I'm just ready to get back at it and drop this project. It's going to be crazy. I'm excited.
Shit,
then I got the website that's popping off with all of the merchandise, all of that gold gear. You know what I mean? So everybody go log on to the website. It's www.cassidythehustler.com. And the hustler, the is DA, and the hustler is with an A, not ER.
Okay.
So it's CassidyTheHustler.com.
All right, dope.
Got all of the merchandise, dad hats, snapbacks, you know what I mean? Hoodies, t-shirts, sweatsuits, jackets. We even got Corona masks up there. So it's all of the merchandise worldwide. You could get it. So I got that popping off right now. I did the first episode of Wildin' Out, but I'm about to be on Wildin' Out again on July the 22nd.
Okay.
That's fire.
My episode of Wildin' Out coming on. I had fun up there. I got a bunch of stuff going on, man. We'll be talking forever. I'm working hard, man. I got a lot of stuff coming. Got Reggae Ratchet. That's one of my artists on Mayhem Music. Her project coming this year. Got Crooklyn Beats, one of the dopest producers in the world. I got one of these, this kid, Devin Culture. He just sung on the Lean on Me record, the video I told you that we shooting on Saturday. Okay. We call him the piano because he can hit every note on the piano from low to high. He just crazy with it. So I got a lot going on over here, man. I'm excited. My oldest son is one of the dopest producers in the world, and he only 16.
That's fire.
I mean, like a lot of people buying beats every day, they going crazy. He got the SoundCloud and all of that Young Boy Wave stuff on Smash. He just put out a big record for the Young Boys called Tomato Soup. So everybody logged in, go check that out. But he gonna take over the industry real soon. By the time he's 18, I got him being the best in the world on the production side.
Dope.
That's fire.
Yo, that's ill when your kids pick up this game and then you take to it. You like, damn, this motherfucker nice. You know what I'm saying? Yo, when you hear his beats, I know you be like, yo, this nigga got it, son.
Yeah, I mean, I was focused when I was 16, but he even more focused than me. Like he even more locked in than I was at that age. Like he got me by a couple years. Like he at 15 and 16, he had like I was when I was probably 18 or 19. Like, you know what I'm saying? He already like super advanced, super developed, super nice already. Like he already better than mostly everybody out there, but I'm just giving him a couple more years, and then he's gonna be better than any and everybody you pick, man.
Super dope.
Yeah.
Yo, we can take you back.
Don't a day go by when he don't bang out, so he get that from his pop. His work ethic is unmatched, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I know he's gonna be the best, because he just works so hard.
Yo, we could take you back to the past, you know what I'm saying? And you be like, yo, son, this is what I learned from Philly. What would Cassidy say? Because me, I learned a lot from Money Earning Mount Vernon. That's where I'm from. You know, a lot like that, you heard? But I always loved Philly, son. I used to come down there and I was like, yo, this spot got the best Philly cheesesteaks. And y'all got the energy, the college right there. I always loved Philly as a whole.
Philly, where I grew up, man, I learned everything from Philly. How to
Okay.
box, how to fight, how to play sports, how to talk, all of the slang I use, how to think, how to read, how to write.
All
I
that
learned all of that in Philly, man. How to get to it, how to hustle. I learned how niggas could be shiesty, how niggas could be not loyal, but I learned how niggas could be loyal, how niggas could stick to the code. I learned how some niggas just like to pop a lot of shit. Some niggas is quiet but real. I just learned everything I know from the streets from Philly. Like, you know what I'm saying, I've been all around the world now, so I learned a lot more. But the foundation, the original me that everybody fell in love with, that artist was straight from Philly. And that was before I seen the world. So the foundation of mostly everything that I knew from the beginning came from Philly.
Okay.
All right. I love Philly, man. I used to spend summers out there with my family, my uncles and shit, cousins and shit. West Philly, that shit was Philly's dope. It's like a little New York almost. You know what I mean? Like
I drove
still
down
vibe,
there a couple times just to get a Philly cheesesteak.
Nah, hell yeah, I did that shit definitely a couple times.
Facts.
2 hour drive to get some
Word.
cheesesteak. A little quick 2.5.
Yo, what you feel about them cheesesteaks, Cash? You fuck with them shits?
Of course.
What's the
It's not like a Philly cheesesteak, man. It's like other places be trying to copy and imitate. They don't got the right type of
That's
bread.
that ass. I'm trying to tell you, you gotta have the right bread. You gotta, and like you said, like I told Shorty, I was like, you never had a cheesesteak before? Oh, we going to Philly.
You
They
gotta
don't
go
got
to
the
now,
right
right
type of
now.
bread.
Yeah, right now.
They don't got the right type of meat. They don't chop up the meat the right way.
Word.
There's a lot of shit. It's like a lot of steps
Cheese,
to
word.
get the shit right that out of towners just don't really know how to do.
When we say, all right, Cassidy about to go get it, I
The
pull up
only
on you
time
right
you
now.
will
You be like,
find
yo,
it,
man, I'm gonna
listen,
bring you here.
I've been some other places around the country and had some good cheesesteaks.
Uh-huh.
But the only time you'll find a good cheesesteak place outside of Philly is if the people that own the cheesesteak spot is from Philly.
Came from
It's
Philly.
from Philly. That's that ass. Because there was one out here, and they were
Still
from
got a
Philly. I'm like,
plug.
yo,
Son was from Philly.
They still got a plug to
This
get
shit
their
was
bread
authentic.
and they shit from Philly and they get it shipped out wherever they at. Then you'll find a real steak
Some
somewhere else.
real
But other than
authentic
that,
Yeah.
that's a big fact.
it ain't the
Straight
same.
import.
Yo,
nigga.
where you pull up to go get a Philly cheesesteak?
Yeah, what's the spot, man?
Man.
Let me Google it right now. I'm gonna put it in my phone.
Word. I might drive out there tonight.
right,
you know what I'm
right
saying?
now, goddamn.
Nah, it's too many spots, but for y'all, when y'all go to Max's, man.
Max's,
Okay.
right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, go to Max's, man.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like Bro and Nary, right over there. You know what I'm saying? They got the big stupid steaks. They always popping. They've been in a lot of movies too, like some certain movies. I think maybe what's the movie with the ball from Rocky? The Creed. I think maybe
Okay.
Creed was in front of Max's.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think
Couple
I do.
video shoots, like people be out in front of there, but it's like a popular spot. So that's probably the easiest to find and one of the joints you should go to if you are out of town.
Okay.
A lot of people go down South Street to Pagano's and all of that stuff, but
Geno's and shit. Yeah, Geno's and Pat's.
That's the South Philly sticks. They ain't really.
That ain't the
they
real
right.
deal.
It ain't greasy
it ain't
enough.
right.
Yeah, the bags ain't greasy enough.
That ain't the real shit.
Well,
Yo, Cass, I went to a fucking a gas station, a little spot to buy some a little roll up and chips, dumb shit like that. Yo, this nigga had a box inside of a box inside of a box, and all them shits had big ass holes with like webs in them. I was like, yo, who the fuck shot up this shit? I was like, yo, these niggas in Philly is different, son. Word. What the fuck? This shit been going on for a long time since like Jeff Ford and them, son.
man.
Y'all niggas got history, B.
Yeah, for sure.
People don't understand that.
Legendary city, man.
Legendary.
Yeah.
For sure.
Philly stand up. Yo, if you could tell a shorty something, you know what I mean, like live at the bar.
It's not an easy city to come from neither. That's why when niggas know you from that city, they be like, yo, I mean, especially
oh, y'all got a different edge.
You're an older nigga and you from Philly, niggas be like, all right. Yeah.
Yo, when you born in Philly, do they smack you on your butt and then show you how to box? It seems like Philly niggas got a different swag when it comes to boxing.
Throw you the gloves right out the pussy, like.
They don't do the smacking you on the butt shit, but they don't do the smacking you on the butt shit, but they will smack you in your face. There's a lot of slap boxing, a lot of like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of that. You know what I mean? Definitely a lot of fighting, a lot of boxing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas definitely get busy. I mean, lately things change. There's a lot more shooters, less fighting now, but you know. When I was coming up, that's all niggas used to do was fight, slap box.
That's a fact.
Get it on, you know what I'm saying?
I was talking to one of my mans and he was like, nah, son, I don't slap box. That mean a nigga like trying to, you know what I mean, size you up. And I'm like, son, like, that used to be fun for us. Like, it was, you know what I mean? Shout out to GHP, what up? But we got certain niggas, Cash, like, we're standing like a big square. And like, if you step out of the square, that's a point. But, you know what I'm saying? You gotta
if you
get
amongst
them
your
points.
People, though, you good. Like.
So it used to be fun. It ain't. I'm trying to do something to you.
I started boxing when I was like 8. So by the time I was like 10, 11 years old, I was like super sharp, lightning speed, super fast. It's like nobody could really hit me. So, you know what I mean? They used to bring me in front of the Chinese store with all of the older niggas that was, you know what I mean, trapping back then, getting money. And them niggas used to always think they was tough. But I was so short that they used to have to stand me on top of the Chinese store steps. So I was standing on top of the Chinese store steps and slap box grown men. And niggas couldn't hit me. I was smacking grown men up and they couldn't hit me. I was too fast and too sharp. You know? And so that's how deep slap boxing was in the city. You know what I mean?
Super. You fuck with your sons like that? I play with my sons. Sometimes I grab them up, wrestle with them. My little son, his hands be different. I be like, nah, chill, son. Cause he be touching me like,
moving too much, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck this nigga up, for real.
Yeah,
like.
I gotta fuck you up, nigga.
Every now and then we be playing around, we get, get busy. But more with my younger son now, because my older son, I told you, be making beats locked in.
Okay.
He's super old. He tall as me now. You know what I'm saying? The nigga big, so it might get too serious. I might have to,
might have to back the thing out.
I think it might hit me. That nigga a little strong. He walking with the deep voice. Nigga big as shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to really fight this nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
So I don't really play that much no more. But we still be playing and shit.
Yo, I got a big son, right? Yo, check it, Cass. I walk in the crib one day, so they all looking at me. I got mad, like, nieces and nephews. So I walk in the crib, they all looking at me like mad tough. So I'm like, what the fuck wrong with y'all? Now my big son was like, yeah, I want 30 seconds with you. Cause I tell him like, yo, y'all want to shoot? Get rock off for 30 seconds. But then if they talking that shit, I be like, yo, y'all get busy for 60. Cause you know how it is, Cat. Like a nigga gonna dance for a long time, so you might throw like 4 or 5 punches. And they be like, Mel, don't let them do that. I'm like, yo, 30 seconds, 60 seconds is a short time. Yo, Cash, this nigga said, I want 30 seconds with you. I said, oh shit, y'all was talking about this before I got here. I said, let's go. Yo,
he definitely was talking about that shit.
I stepped on this little nigga. I stepped on that nigga foot, son. I said, yo, and I grabbed him. And he was like, you got my foot. And then I put him in the yoke. I said,
real smooth.
I said, you still want 30 seconds? He's like, let me go. I said,
you gotta hit him with an old school trick, man.
Old school, yeah.
You can't try to out young boy these niggas
too
to be more athletic.
Moving around too much.
You gotta hit him with the knowledge, man. Niggas got more information. Niggas know too much street shit for y'all young boys. Y'all niggas ain't even been outside enough. But if you want to come to just energy and stamina and who the fastest, you try to out young boy these niggas, you're gonna be in for it.
Facts.
Dead ass.
Stamina ain't the same, man. Niggas shit be hurting different. Shit don't be coming out the same until after you stretch a little bit. Like shit different.
Yeah. Yo, this is hip hop, man. You know what I'm saying? We got motherfucking Cass on the line. Yo, Cass, you a charismatic motherfucker. When I saw you in what was that movie?
Charismatic.
When the nigga said, yo, you need to get up out of here, man. When you bought the weed and shit, he was like, yo, I
Next
got
day
the old
air.
shit.
Yeah, next day air.
Did you come up with them lines? Or
Yeah,
they gave them to you?
Nah, they gave me a script and they had they had something written out similar to what we did, but it wasn't right. I mean, it was supposed to be first of all, we were supposed to have been in Philly. So I had to give them the right information and let them know how it be. Brought some Philly niggas out there with me to make it real. You know what I'm saying? But I did rewrite a lot of the scene and I got a lot of compliments, I guess, from being a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Being able to freestyle, come up with lines and then remember them. I was able to remember the script, but improv, rewrite it, change the words around to make it seem more real. So I got a lot of compliments and I enjoyed doing it. So real soon, I'm going to be doing some more movies. I actually just wrote my first 2 movies and they dope.
Shit.
I'm going to be shooting real soon, man.
Talk that
well,
shit.
If you need some actors, man, you know, holla at your boy. You know, just, you know, I send you my headshots, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
He said,
He
said, yo, Cash, holla at him. How they say, yo, holla at me, son? Yo, how the young niggas say it now, though? They be like, say less, son.
Nah.
Say less, son.
I can't wait, man. Like, I'm excited, man. So, like, man, I'm happy about these movies, man. These shits is dope. And it's similar to, like, my rap style. It's, like, easy to understand, but complicated at the same time. And a lot different than everybody else writing style. So, can't wait.
Nah, I'm definitely in for that. I ain't gonna front.
Facts.
I love movie production and shit. Like, that shit is dope.
Yo, Cash, you got a favorite movie?
Nah, cause I don't know.
I caught you off guard with that when you was like, oh, hold on. You was thinking about it for a second.
So many different types of movies. Like, I mean, I'm a vicious thriller boy, but I also like comedy, action. So it's like so many different types of movies that it's hard to pick my favorite one.
Yo, I know you said, yo, you remember raps quick. When you watch a movie, if you watch it like once or twice, can you be like
movies I watched the most in my life though?
What's up?
Movies like
holla at me.
Like Menace to Society, like Boys in the Hood, House Party, The First Friday.
First Friday was lit.
Yeah, like
the one with Day was lit too.
Movies like that I watch like the most times in my life. Like The First House Party, The First Friday, Boys in the Hood, Menace. Like a lot of them movies I watched a lot of times since I was like little. Boomerang with Eddie Murphy, Boomerang, Harlem Nights.
Yeah, Harlem Nights is my favorite.
I watched them shit so many times. Like
that is my shit.
You could just turn on cable, them shits be on, you'll just watch it. Like my shit. I mean, so I seen them movies the most, so I guess. But there's other movies that I love that I probably don't even watch that many times. Like a thriller. Once you see it, you've seen it. I won't even watch it again, but I just loved it and thought it was dope. Oh man, it's hard to pick my favorite movie. I mean,
yo, when you doing your acting scenes, you know what I'm saying? Do you do them shits in the mirror or in the car? Like how you practice that shit? Everybody do it a little different.
I don't even practice like that. Okay. I just make sure I memorize the point that they trying to make in the lines and what the lines that people gonna say so I can move smoothly with it. Once I got that, then like my facial expressions and my body language and stuff like that, I don't really like to practice it.
Okay.
I like to just
be natural,
actually become that person and just do it how I would normally do it.
Facts.
Easier for me like that. I think when you practice one way, you be more in the box. So if you need to switch and you done already practiced that way for so much, it's hard to adjust.
No, it's a fact.
Yo, if you could be like, yo, son, I need to play in this type movie.
But I
Would you
only
play
had
the
little, I
villain
only had
or the good guy?
smaller parts. If I had bigger parts, maybe I would need to practice more.
Okay.
And I would want to play the villain or the good guy, either one. I could do both. I got a split personality, so it could be either one.
Gemini.
Give me the villain. I like to be the villain, son. Yo, I ain't gonna front. When I watched Scarface and that nigga was at the table, and he's like, "Yeah, say hello to the bad guy." Yo, that shit stuck in my head. I was like, "This nigga wow." I was like, "Yo, this nigga." If that was my man, I'd be like, "Yo, you wild, son.
You're bugging out.
You bugging out right now. You went too far, champ." Motherfucking Cass, what up, kid? Yo, Cass, this is Live at the Barbershop, man. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate your time, B. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you for having me, man. When I drop this project called The Energy real soon, we get back on, talk about it, go through some of them songs. I get y'all niggas' opinion.
Okay.
I'm gonna have some barbershop talk, see how y'all niggas fuck with it, man.
Nah, definitely. I definitely want to hear that shit.
Niggas fuck with you, nigga.
Nah, listen.
Yo, you one of them dudes when they be like, yo, son, when you was talking that shit and you said, yo, I want this amount of money to do this shit. I said, yo, he gonna get it, dog. My man was like, yo, you bugging. I'm like, dog, that's Cassidy, nigga.
Sure.
He gonna get that bread, son.
It's only right, man. You just gotta know your worth, man, and stand on it. A lot of these dudes ain't willing to do that. But sometimes they don't know their worth and they say they want too much. Shit that they never gonna be able to get. But I know my worth and I stand on it. And it took a lot of years, but eventually I got it.
Yeah.
Facts.
Now I'm gonna continue to get it. And other battle rappers gonna continue to get bigger checks now because I did what I did.
Nah, you definitely set
keep
the
doing
stage.
it and keep doing it, King. Word.
Keep it up. Yo, over here, man, we fuck with you, Cass. You already know what it is, son.
Appreciate
the motherfucking Philly
man.
King in the building.
Salute, man. Salute, man.
Yo, this is Live at the Barbershop, son. You already know what it is, man. DJ Shavi. A lot of people in here. A lot of people we know, a lot of people we don't know. But this is Live at the Barbershop. You already know what it is. Over here, we say if you build a tight foundation, your roof won't collapse. Bang. Oh, yeah.